Hi friends, it's Deanna Williston from Our Blooming Catholic Life. And at our recent regional retreat, which was online via Zoom so that more people could attend, I had the opportunity in our small group to speak out to some sisters that I don't normally get to speak to. And I feel very humbled by the experience because I said, and I literally said this, I apologize, but I had to be bold because I had to know what was going on. So here's what happened. We had a lull in the conversation. Our group felt we were done, that we had not exhausted the topic, but that we needed a minute to break from it before we could even think of everything. We kind of exhausted what we knew. We'll say that. And I had the opportunity to ask some of our sisters why maybe they aren't as integrated into the main secular Franciscans America. So here's the thing. Secular Franciscans International, the international fraternity, has 4 official languages. I think it's English, Spanish, French, Odo, I've forgotten the 4th one. Italian. I think it's Italian. And so all the documents get translated into those 4 official languages on the international level. Well and good. Secular Franciscans USA also has 4 official languages. It's English, American Sign Language, otherwise known as ASL, and we also have Spanish and Korean. Those are our main populations in the U.S., and so those are our 4 official languages. And so my fraternity has people that speak a number of different languages. I know there's a good bit of them speak either Spanish or French, some of them as a first language and some of them as a second language, as well as we have a group of Korean, and it's men and women, so it's not one or the other. But I've noticed at retreats and things that the ASL group usually has an interpreter with them, and you can write notes to them even if you don't have an ASL interpreter. You can write things on a small notebook or learn a few words in sign language, and we always have an interpreter for the talks, and they kind of sit as a small group in the talks because they're sitting in front of their interpreter. And sometimes they're a little bit more isolated because they tend to sit with that interpreter at a table at lunch, and they kind of fill up that table. So it can be harder to fill in that extra slot unless you're really confident. And I admit, I'm not really confident. I have like level 1 ASL that I took once. I really need to work on that. But at least I can write notes and pass them. But that also takes a good bit of confidence to be able to slip somebody a note, right? And so it takes a little bit of courage and a little bit of humility to be like, I'm sorry, I don't know your language. And so when I asked these sisters why maybe our Korean brothers and sisters aren't as integrated into our fraternities, the reason was most people don't know their language or make effort with them. And in fact, most of the documents don't get translated into Korean. And in fact, I went and looked that up. Our formation manual is in Korean, but that's about it. And here's the worst part, because I'm blaming this solely on my own little shoulders here. I'm laying this because here's the worst part. I actually asked them this, and I did it from the goodness of my heart. I wasn't trying to be awful or mean. I thought maybe some of the women in my fraternity in particular were shy, and that's why I hadn't gotten to know them yet. Or maybe it was a cultural norm that I was not aware of, and maybe, I was approaching them wrong. Maybe there was somebody in particular I needed to approach first, or is there a certain greeting? I didn't know. I don't know the cultural norms. And so I just thought, they're here, they're being honest. I'll ask them. They can tell me I'm a jerk, right? And I asked them. And so they said, it's people don't know our language, and our language isn't interpreted for us or translated. And it's hard to communicate. I literally said, and you know how often I tell you, friends, study things in your native language first. And if you speak another language, sure, look at the main translation in English or whatever. But when you're really reading the Bible or something, you want it in your own language. Did I know the Bible? There was not an official Catholic version of the Bible in Korean until the early 2000s. I didn't know that. That's crazy. So I really, when I'm having this conversation with them, I guess I wanted to make an apology, but I was so shocked. The words that came out of my mouth It sounded something like this. It's hard. I really said that. And while I genuinely meant it, because I legitimately tried to learn Korean before I went to our first regional retreat, and I got it on the Duolingo app, and it starts with the alphabet, but it's a symbol for the alphabet, and then there's a sound, and they have an English representation in English, in American alphabet letters, of what the sound of the Korean alphabet letter makes. And it was awful. Like, it's not enough. I cannot learn just from that. Maybe I'm just too much of a visual learner, and I need a little bit more, and I don't know. And so I searched online for something that my nerdy self would like, and so finally we're here to review on these little flashcards. Some people, when you read the reviews, were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I paid all that money for those tiny little cards. But the purpose is they can easily fit in like a backpack or a pocket. I will say what surprised me most is this box looks kind of chintzy, but it's not. It's like Fort Knox trying to get the cards out. I pulled them out once in preparation for this video, so it wouldn't be so difficult when I did it for you, and yet it still is. I'm totally ripping the box opening it, so the fact that they're small and they fit in my pocket, it doesn't do me so good if I've destroyed the box completely. So these are Cardia, it's C and then a pyramid for the A, I think it's DDIA. It's very stylized, their little logo. And it's the Korean alphabet, and I'm assuming you pronounce that Hangul. They are made in China. It does say 40 flashcards collect all Korean alphabets, Hangul, including all consonants and vowels. One side is going to display an alphabet. The other side displays its name, the official romanization, stroke order diagrams, and common words, 113 example words, and includes the table of Hangul sheets. This is actually a new product. It's from 2021. And this fancy thing is trademarked, but it is in fact written on the back as CARDDIA. I found them online, but it actually is a website, www.cardia.com. That is not where I got it from, because I was very impatient and wanted quick delivery. So I ordered somewhere else. So when you open it, you'll see that something is different than the others. There's a little piece of paper you're going to take out. Oh my. Here's the table. I have no idea what any of this means yet, because literally just starting. So simple vowels. What does that say? Iotized vowels? I don't know what that word means. Iotized vowels? I don't know what that means, but maybe it means like complex. And then there's a side. Oh my gosh, it's a chart. And over here, it's basic consonants and double consonants, like PP, SS. Well, that kind of makes sense. Okay. G or K? Like, this isn't making sense yet, but we'll figure it out. And then there's things across the top, the simple vowels, the iotized vowels, and then you combine, maybe they look different when they're combined with the different consonants. This doesn't make sense yet, but it's here. On the other side, iotized does not mean compound, because on the other side is the compound vowels, consonants, and double consonants. This doesn't make sense yet, but it probably will. And maybe when I get in, I'm going to have to photocopy this, because I might want to be able to see both sides side by side at the same time, but it's front and back. Okay, so here's the first card. This is not helpful. Just kidding. It's a QR code. What does that mean? I don't know. We'll have to scan that. Maybe at the end we'll scan that. I can see there's another card that's different. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. We use only the best products and provide you with the best service. If you're unsatisfied in any way, you can return your order for a replacement or a full refund. That's legit. There's an email, full lifetime warranty. If some cards are lost or defective, we can send them to you for free, and we'll bear the shipping cost as well. If this request is made after the first month of purchase, you will only pay the shipping cost. No proof is needed. No limited times required. Now, I don't know if that works, because I didn't order it off their website. And it doesn't say that. But I have read that in the reviews, that they totally legitimately will send you a new card if you lose one. On the back here, it's also feedback, helps us to be a better seller and lets other customers know what to expect from us. I will say these are nice. They're not quite like a playing card. They don't have that texture. They're smooth, but they're probably the thickness of a good, what's that main brand? The Bicycle playing cards. These are sturdy. They're nice. They are not chintzy. These are nice cards. And I do think the size is perfect. If they were bigger, it might be harder. So these probably aren't for little children. And why I say it's going to be. I have my reading glasses on. So while this side that you're looking at is super easy to read, I admit these here are my reading glasses / computer glasses. And so the other side, holding them too close is not good. So here's all the information on this side. And in fact, it does have stroke order. There's little, can you see? Oh, I can hold it up for you. Little tiny microscopic arrows telling you how to do the stroke order for this main guy here. It tells you its name and using it in different words. And tells you it's a compound vowel. Very nice. There's a number up here, so that might be the number of the card. It does say there's 40. And then I end up with card 1. What? Oh, and look how. Oh, it's probably a good idea to hold them the correct way, because I'm looking at this one and this one looks identical, but when I look at the back, see, they're not the same. So yeah, it is a good idea to make sure you're holding them the right direction. Orientation is going to matter when you restack your deck. This is interesting. Look, it even tells me I would be able to say green tea. What? That's going to be helpful. That is one of my main drinks, I won't lie. Something somebody did warn me about is, like, in a written document, you're going to use more formal language. I have no idea if these words are formal or informal. That's not on there. But they are numbered, so that's handy. That's probably how you know if you're missing a card, because they're numbered. I do really like that. Now, oh, yep. I just got a suspicion. They do start out basic. Remember, 40 was a compound vowel. So they start out with basic things and work their way to the more complex. Yeah, so it starts out basic consonants. Then it goes to double consonants, simple vowels, whatever the iotized vowels are. I still don't know what that means. And then compound vowels. Let's stop and look up that word, iotized vowels. Let's do it super quick. Sorry, I'm holding you here. I'm going to pause. Okay, friends, this is completely shocking to me, but this is what an iotized vowel is. There is no Korean letter for Y. Instead, the sound is indicated by doubling a stroke attached to the base line of the vowel letter. Of the 7 basic vowels, 4 could be preceded by a Y sound, as well as there are 2 iolated diphthongs. Dun, dun, dun. Legit. Okay, well, that happened. So it's they don't have the letter Y, so it means you're trying to indicate the Y. Oh, yeah, look, see, Y-U. That's what it means. Okay, I would not have guessed that. Okay, I'm going to pause again for just a second, and we're going to try that barcode. I actually paused, not because I was worried about what the QR code was going to pull up. It's just I don't know where the QR scanner reader thing is on my phone. So it takes you to their actual website. It's kind of cool. They have so many different cards. Biblical Hebrew alphabet, which includes consonant, vowel, Jagesh, and final form. Collection of country flags. Elements of the periodic table. Super nerdy me likes that. The Japanese syllabary. Japanese vocabulary for beginners. Presidents of the United States, from George Washington to Joe Biden. Solar system objects. Oh, those are beautiful photographs. Hold on, I'm going to zoom in for you for that. These are gorgeous. So they make a lot of cards. 88 astronomical collections. Like, what? So they have language flashcards, country flag flashcards, histories, and science flashcards. It's kind of fun. It's a good... They are nice. It does... Oh, here's some fun things. The cards are made of high quality paper with rounded corners. They're enjoyable, high resolution images and text. Learning with them becomes more visual enjoyment. They are written, this is a stark white and a stark black. That part is making it easy to read. It's just my stupid eyes. Honestly, if I switched my glasses, I could probably read the smaller print on them fine. Yeah, I can read this at different variations from me. It's just because I'm old and I was wearing reading glasses that I can't have them too close. Environmental. Paper materials are SGS approved and have passed ROHS compliant. That's apparently a European Union designation. Free shipping. They provide free shipping worldwide on every order and standard delivery. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. We already discussed that. Lifetime warranty. If at any time you lose a card, we will send it to you for free, including shipping costs for the first month after purchase. Cannot find the flashcard theme you want? We can make it for you at a new price. And there's even, I want to show you the beautiful, this is really cool. This is their Spanish vocabulary. So beautiful pictures on there. As well as books of the Bible. Look at those, and then with facts on the back, and there's gorgeous, gorgeous artwork on there. These are quite lovely. Oh, actually, the Korean alphabet is a brand new product in 2019 that I just got. There's also German vocabulary for beginners. I need to put this down. I'm geeking out way too much. Anyway, I got these. This is just the alphabet, friends. I have no illusions here. I'm going to practice these and keep using Duolingo. A friend of mine gave me another great website that she's had some luck with. Let's see if I can pull that out super quick. She said it's very good for personal study. Now, does cost some, I believe I looked at it. Like, when do you use, it's called talktomeinkorean.com. And that is an online course that has a book that goes with it. So, like, the problem I'm having with Duolingo is when I look at the app, it flashes something up and then it's gone. And that's why I need flashcards that would stay with me a little bit more, and I could spend maybe a little bit more time figuring them out. This method, the talktomeinkorean.com, you learn online, but you can also buy books if you're that kind of learner as well. You need a little bit more processing time. Look, I should hold those upright. Very rude of me. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure that I would pronounce these correctly, but now I have them in front of me, and so when I watch a video or something, I can stop, and when they say the one, I can pull it up and look at it and review some of the facts about it a little bit more. Oh, it'd be fun when I have it on Duolingo. Maybe I can even find the cards for the different letters that pop up on Duolingo, my 4 choices or whatever, and lay them in front of me and then sit and practice them for a while, then do a Duolingo lesson. Well, that's an exciting idea too. So if you've got any great tips on building a more fraternal world, I have no idea. I filmed this video a couple times. Did I read 13 and 14 out of here? If I did not, I think I did, but let me just end with it just in case I didn't. Why am I doing all this? They've already got some basic English. I don't have any basic Korean. That's kind of disrespectful. Not kind of, it's a lot disrespectful. And perhaps if I go to them, they're going to teach me some. I don't know, but I at least need to make this effort. It's pretty lame to say, why aren't you integrated more, and then yet make no effort on my own part. What a jerk. Sorry, I'm a jerk today. So let's see. As the Father sees in every person the features of his Son, the firstborn of many brothers and sisters, so the secular Franciscans, with a gentle and courteous spirit, accept all people as a gift of the Lord and an image of Christ. A sense of community. Can't build community if you can't communicate. A sense of community will make them joyful and ready to place themselves on an equal basis with all people, especially with the lowly, for whom they shall strive to create conditions of life worthy of people redeemed by Christ. Secular Franciscans, together with all people of good will, are called to build a more fraternal and evangelical world so that the kingdom of God may be brought about more effectively. Mindful that anyone who follows Christ, the perfect man, becomes more of a man himself, let them exercise their responsibilities competently in the Christian spirit of service. So to my friends whose languages I'm not learning, I'm sorry. I'm working on some of the official languages of the U.S. I at least like to have a basic understanding of Spanish Korean, and ASL. That's a lot to ask, friends. So it's going to be pretty basic for a while. So if you see me and you speak one of those languages and you would like to encourage me or give me a tiny lesson, I would welcome it in all humility. If I don't, just remind me I said that. And God bless all those people who are immigrants or people not with a native language coming over. It's hard, and we need to acknowledge that it's hard and reach out a little better. At least I do. I don't know about you, friends. So if you've got any ideas, tips, great resources, put them in the comments below. God bless you, friends.